Greetings and welcome to AlonzoBash Podcast. Real people, real conversations where art and culture meets activism. What does it take to transform raw talent into a superstar? Industry titans Ms. Cher Sorzano and Mr. Sid and Cher from EAS Entertainment join Alonzo to reveal the secrets behind artist development. They'll discuss leadership, collaboration, and the critical mindset that drives success in entertainment. From Afrobeats, reggae, R&B to rocka, these experts share insights on talent scouting, partnership longevity, and the hidden dynamics of the music industry. Whether you're an aspiring artist or creative entrepreneur, this conversation will transform your understanding of entertainment. Sit back and relax. AlonzoBash Podcast starts now.
Greetings and welcome to AlonzoBash Podcast. I'm your host, AlonzoBash, and of course, man, as of always, excellent guest, and today's special guest, one of the premier entertainment groups in the DMV. I'm so honored and happy to have them here. We have Miss Cher, Sorzano, and Miss Siddiqui.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Thanks, man. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
Amazing. Thank you.
Great. Of course. So welcome. All right. So before we get started into the entertainment side of things, I want to have opportunity to talk to you guys and get a little background about yourselves. So of course, ladies first. So Cher, I'm going to start with you. Tell me a little bit about yourself. You were born and raised where exactly?
I was born and raised in Trinidad and Tobago in the beautiful valley of Santa Cruz.
Wow. How rich you resident?
Yes, a lot of stars come out of there, like Brian Lara, Cher Sorzano, etc.
I hear that. Makes sense. All right.
So yes, I was born and raised there, and I migrated to the United States many years ago. Let's put it like that.
Yeah.
And my background, I have a cross-section, a varied background. My background is in healthcare administration,
Okay.
entertainment, business, and mindset coaching. So I'm a certified business and mindset coach, meaning that I coach people and business owners to success, gain success in what they're trying to do. Because you ever notice that for many years, somebody might be doing one thing and they just don't get it straight? It's just being a personal trainer. From the time you get the personal trainer, you start seeing progress in the weight loss or the weight. And so similarly with the mindset coaching, because everything stems from mindset.
Yes.
That's what I was called to do, not just by someone else, but I have a higher calling purpose to help others to succeed, to reach their goals. So educationally, I have a double master's in business, in business, MBA, and also in healthcare administration. I'm a person who when I start something to complete it, and I have not completed a doctoral. I have 2 courses shy of completing that, but that's on a hold.
Wow.
With the school and all of that, and that's in management. Yeah. And I also have a background in real estate, so I'm a real estate professional for DC, Maryland, and Virginia.
Wow.
I'm also a published author, and I have some other books that I'm working on right now. The book that I do have out now, it can be found on Amazon, and it's focused on mindset, of course, and it's for the busy professional or even anyone who picks the book up. It can benefit them. It's a 40-day mindset devotional for business. And I can go on and on, but I'll pause here.
No, please do, man. Listen, always the time. We want to leave everything behind, and afterwards, oh my goodness, I forgot to say something.
I'm also a professionally trained actor/model. That's big stages with the modeling. With the acting, I haven't hit any big stages yet, but recently I auditioned, and I'll be going over to IMTA in Los Angeles, most likely in early January.
Wow.
Where all of the folks who are looking for people like myself within the industry, that's where people are born as actors or models, etc., in a big way. And so most likely, once these funds are raised, I'll be over there, and then I'll come back.
Wow. And very impressive, man. 5 minutes in, and we still do the intro. That's crazy. Wow. What's the name of the book? Let's start with it. What's the name of the book? Did you mention the name of the book?
The name of the book is The Eagle Mindset.
The what mindset?
Eagle
mindset. Okay.
Yes, because eagle is my favorite creature in the universe. And for obvious reasons, I believe that everyone can soar.
Yes.
Including myself. And the way that we were created, the way God created us, we are really powerful beings. And I would like people to understand that, because many times the words we speak it for granted. To be very intentional about what we say, even though we might make a mistake and say something that we didn't intend to. It's okay to correct ourselves, because at the end of the day, our subconscious is listening. And
Yes.
at the end of the day, what we speak, the Bible says life and death is in the power of the tongue.
Very, very true.
That is what comes to pass. So let's say we want $1 million.
Yeah.
We can't say, oh, I'll never get $1 million. You have to say, I will get it. And some people believe this is manifestation woo-woo or law of attraction woo-woo, but the reality is it is the truth.
Yeah.
If somebody take an experiment with it, it is the truth. And I have had many experiences with that. Yeah. I can talk from personal experience.
Wow, very, very impressive, man. Very, very ambitious. I'm taken aback. I feel so unaccomplished, but
Remember what I said about what you speak.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you see, look, I can be influenced fine already. I'm already messing up. Also, I want to touch base. You mentioned you do business consultation. Is that right with you? Or like a business coach?
Business coach and certified business and mindset coach. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was saying. So, how does that? Let's say someone that's listening, that's a small business owner or looking to get into entrepreneurship. How would that fit in? How would that work for them?
The first step would be to contact me via my website or social media or my phone number, and we set up a consultation so that I can see exactly where they are.
Okay.
And once I know where they are, that's when I can take them to the next level of where they're trying to go. Now, that consultation is usually about 30 minutes. We have a dialogue. Interestingly enough, sometimes business owners come in for business coaching, but they end up sharing their life story. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing, because then I can see from a different lens as the way I'm coming in with helping with that coaching. And so one of the things that I also want to mention, coaching is not me telling you what to do. You already know what you need to do and what you have to do.
Right.
Coaching is me holding you accountable and me bringing out in you what you know you need to do based on what you've told me.
Right.
So a lot of times it's very, very beneficial and helpful to many businesses. I've coached in the area of a healthcare business, restaurant business, social media business, and others. And even though I'm a certified business and mindset coach, people have come to me for relationship coaching, and I have done that. Healthcare coaching in terms of getting themselves together physically.
Okay.
So, I've talked to, and it's a lot of times I've found it's a matter of dialoguing with someone and someone pouring out what is it they're trying to do and where they're trying to go. Me being that person to really encourage them along, coach them along, bring out of them what they would like to get done and showing them the path forward. We make the path forward together. It's not me alone doing it, because at the end of the day, it's that person and that person's business. It's a lovely journey usually, and I enjoy it very, very much. I believe, like I said earlier, this is my life purpose and calling, to help others to get to where they're trying to go. This is what I was put on the earth for. So every other thing I do, the coaching comes into play.
Yeah. Wow. Very impressive. Mr. Sid, hey, you up, man? I mean, you ever tore a glass to
That's why I should have went first, right?
How you doing?
I'm pretty good. Well, I guess you can hear from my accent. Born and raised here, and I guess in the lovely USA.
Yes.
Born in New York. That's where I'm actually from.
Yeah.
Music always been a goal and a passion of mine. This is something that I always wanted to do when I was living in Brooklyn. I've been around it when the hip hop when they gave birth, when New York gave birth to this hip hop.
Wow.
Yeah.
You was there?
I was there when they gave birth to it. You know what I mean? Come straight out the Bronx. So something that it was always been my passion. I used to DJ with a few people who I grew up with.
Right.
We played around with it with the microphones and did a lot of freestyle. So that's how it kind of like originated from that.
Right.
Freestyle, you clown each other. And from there, I decided to shift it from getting to the entertainment as far as trying to become a hip hop artist, because that was the goal actually.
Yeah. Never too late.
I think it might be a little bit too late for me now. So I decided to still want to stay into entertainment. So what I did was I decided to take up theater lessons and modeling. So that's something I did. Theater, I went to school for it. I've been actually trained to become an actor. And I went out for different auditions. I don't know if you remember the Malcolm X movie that came out with Denzel Washington.
My favorite movies.
Audition for that, and I literally got a part in it. Things happened. I never was able to go, but they did. No, that could have been my break, my whole career right there.
Yeah, man.
I went out for it was something that used to come on every Sunday on Fox 5 was American Most Wanted, and I got cast for that too. Those things that I was literally cast for. I did a few I guess runway shows. I did a few of those, but it wasn't to the point where they used to tell me I needed to go to Paris. I go to Paris and then build up my portfolio, then come back. I will actually I think I was a little bit ahead of my time.
Okay.
I didn't go to Paris and do it. It was another model that came out. I can't think of his name right now. He became very big in the business too. Now I got his name.
Tyson.
That's it, Tyson. That's right.
Yeah.
Tyson Bedford. He came out. I started first. I didn't make the move. Didn't have the funds, and he came. And I slowed down. And he took
over. Oh man.
It was around that time.
Yeah.
I decided to go to school. Got my degree in sociology and communication. I went to script writing school, and then started doing real estate investment in Brooklyn. Bought a few 3-family buildings out there, and able to get my capital up. And then I actually met Cher. Came out to the DMV. Cher and I kind of linked up, and started doing a lot of real estate in the DMV. Started rehabbing, flipping houses out there.
Nice.
We talked about entertainment. I said it's like been a passion. We went out to a few people and watched them perform, and decided to do it. And then I guess you see the name E.A.S. That is my name. Okay. First initial from my name.
Okay.
So basically, that's what we do now. Just manage artists and we try to get the best of the best.
Yes. Makes sense. The
best of the best, so that we could try to open up those doors for those artists, and at the same time open up the doors for ourselves. I went to school for audio engineering too. So that's that I recently did audio engineering, and I do music. So I do work on different tracks of music. So like today, I was up this morning like 1:00, been trying to cook up in here, So I am a little tired. So if you see me yawning, you understand I was cooking up this morning.
Don't feel no way, man. That's why I got coffee. I know it's early. That's impressive, man. So, you know what? You did just as well. I'm very, very impressed, man. You guys' resume. I'll start with this. I've been doing this entertainment interview space. I've been here for a while. No knock to anyone, but sometimes, you see people get in this space, and not to say they don't have the experience, but a lot of times the passion is sometimes there's like ulterior motives there. I can tell you guys have really did the groundwork. You guys are really serious about what you're doing, and I'm very, very excited to see where EAS Entertainment is heading to. All right, so you guys came together and formed this group. This company. So, what's the vision for EAS?
Well, the vision is to become one of the top. I guess I could say top 10. I don't want to say top 5 to put us in that category yet. Become one of the top 10 and for managing different artists and able to open the doors for them and be a reputable company, and then go from there. Eventually, the goal was to at least try to start like a record company.
Yeah.
Do big shows, big venues, big shows. So we do a lot of different shows, but we want to take it to the next level.
What's some of the things in the DMV that you see that needs to be improved for the entertainment space?
I think with the management and artists, from what we spoke to different artists, we spoke to, we had conversations with them. It's more of the relationship.
Yes.
Relationship with artists. A lot of times you could look at an artist and you just look at them as dollars and cents.
Okay. Yes.
So look at them and try to build a relationship with them. Just listen to them and see what they say, and let them be free and come up with their own creativity, and then we'll just meet in the middle and put the minds together, and we'll figure out what will be best for that artist. What will make sense to get that artist to the next level. You like to add to that, Cher?
One of the things, thank you, in addition to what Sid is saying, one of the things that we come across a lot with artists is that with management and artists, they tell us when we do our consultations is that the management is not there for them. And they want somebody who has their back, who's right there, pushing them and have their best interest. And we've come up upon that with Sid could attest, several artists who's done consultation with us. And that's something that's missing because as artist managers, we manage artists, but we take it full circle. They become like our family, girl family. Sometimes we're talking non-music, but makes up the whole person, so we understand and we give a listening ear. We have weekly meetings with each of our artists, and I think that's something that is missing. Not weekly meetings, but the relationship and having that strong connection with the artists that we're managing. And I think that that's one of the missing key pieces that artists have expressed to us.
What typically does an artist development look like? And I'm really enjoying this conversation because believe it or not, it's one of the topics I want to kind of talk about because my experience, and let's be honest, man, when it comes to artists and management, a manager can make and break an artist. I've seen this time and time again. Just with this artist development, learning how to conduct interviews and sometimes, to be honest with you, just trying to even contact the artist or the team that's behind the artist, because sometimes it can be so difficult, so tell me how you guys go about creating artist development. What does that look like for us?
Well, one thing, if anybody wants to contact us, we always available. That's one thing. That's one thing about it. We always available. And for the development part of it, I mean, we try to take them from an infant stage. We tell them, you just got to be open, an infant stage. You come in, we look at your page, see what your numbers look like.
Yeah.
We review your music, and we ask them, we'll recommend you got to take vocal lessons. Always got to take vocal lessons. Nobody, listen, even the best of the best still take vocal lessons. That's just how it is. And I know that some of the artists that come in and they're not quite to that level yet, some will feel like they don't need vocal lessons.
Right, I can sing already.
Basically, so we know by listening to it, and like I said, we recommend the vocal lessons. We want to know who do they go to when they record their music. Where are you buying your music from? That's gonna be important too, far as the engineering and who's producing the tracks.
Yeah,
all these things. You want to take it from the beginning all the way to the middle to the end. You want to add to that, Cher?
Sure. In addition to what Sid mentioned, on the technical side, it's also the soft skills and the soft side.
Yes.
Where they come in and we, as you mentioned, Alonzo, about interview skills.
Yes.
Actually train on that as well, because it's important. Sometimes you go out to perform or you just out and someone shoves a mic in your face. You ought to know how to respond to that.
Right.
We do that kind of training. We also encourage them along and train on stage presence. After an artist that we manage perform, we usually get recordings and then we review that recording and provide feedback.
Yes.
Because in the moment, yes, everybody's clapping and everybody's talking about how great it was in the moment. But when you look back, you can see how you can improve, because it's about getting to the very best that you can get. It's not about mediocre or settling. It's about getting to that very best. And then we definitely have the whole mindset approach as well, because at the end of the day, as I mentioned at the top, mindset makes or breaks everything.
Yes.
Just to get on here, we had to have the right mindset to get on here and begin this discussion. So with the artists, as I mentioned too earlier, we do the weekly meetings, and those meetings are usually, if somebody's a fly on the wall in the meetings, they would just laugh. They might even feel different emotions because it's real. It's not any staged meetings or anything like that. Everybody's real with each other. Yes. Okay, you cracked on that note. We want you to make sure that you rehearse. Sometimes I've even gone to the studio with artists. I've gone to rehearsals if they're rehearsing at home. If Sid is here, because Sid, as you know, is in New York. I'm in the DMV, and the artists, we have artists in New York, we have artists in DMV. So if Sid is here, he'll go with me as well, with the artist. And then when they're performing, I'm there. So at the end of each performance, they usually like to come and ask us, how they did and so on. But we have this thing that we do among us is that when they finish perform, we find them and give them a big hug. Hey, that's an affirmation.
Yes.
You did well. Not saying you're perfect because, as I said, we review. So the artist development part of it is that we really, as Sid say, try to take you from where you are and try to bring you to where you're trying to go and even further. Because some artists, believe it or not, they're trying to go one place, but we know they can go even further.
Yes.
So we do encourage that. So the artist development piece is key, and it's something that we enjoy doing. Sid, and he can speak for himself. Sid is very. I am direct. People will tell me that. Sid is also very direct, but my directness is a little different from Sid. So when Sid talk, it's like, you better straighten up yourself or I'll ship you out, which he had to ship out, artists before. So
in this entertainment space, man, they deal with a lot of egos. And
Yes.
I was about to ask you, in the artist space, you have new artists or up and coming developing artists, and you have artists that maybe in the industry for a long period of time have worked with others in the past, and they have a certain level of biasness in their mind. So when you come along and say, hey, what you've been doing from 19 how long is not really working, this is what you need to do you sometimes get like pushback? That's one part of the question. And number two, what's some of the qualities that you look for in an artist?
Okay, that's a good question. There's a lot of egos. We came in contact with a lot of egos, and we still come in contact with egos right to this day with artists who's around us now. And as far as the artists that have been doing it for some years, got the years. Let's just say the artist did it for 10 years. What have you been doing for 10 years? Have you really reached where you want to be? And most of the time, they have not even reached it. So I say, you know what? Let's try something different.
Yeah.
Let's try something different. That's up to the artists if they want to try something different. If not, they're going to continue doing what they're doing and keep getting the same results.
Yeah.
And it's insane. You keep doing the same thing, getting the same results. That's insane. And far as the other question, like the pushback you asked?
Yes.
With the pushback, we do get the pushback on some artists. We do get that. And a lot of times what I do is when they push back, when we talk to them, I just let them just have their way and let them do it. And let's just see where it goes from there.
Yeah.
You know what? Go ahead. I'm not going to, I don't believe in arguing with an artist. I don't want to argue with you. Because at the end of the day, I mean, I tell them all the time, once you sign that contract, we got married. We married now. We in the contract. And now we become family. And we are going to, there'll be times that we're going to agree to disagree. And that happens. And after those conversations, artists tell us, thank you. Because a lot of times they need it. They need that straightforwardness. And the thing that I look for in the artist, I look for your style. I listen to your sound. And I watch the crowd and see how they get into your music. Well, I don't really judge artists as they some artists are very arrogant. I don't care about that. She's going to address that part of it because I have to take the worst of the worst artists as far as your personality.
Yeah.
But if your music is on point, and I know that you can open up those doors and bring a crowd, I will sign you. I will sign. So most artists are like that anyway. They egos. So I would literally sign you because I know that you can sell tickets and you got the numbers, and a lot of people they love what you do.
Imagine floating on the Chesapeake Bay, waves gently lapping, stress melting away. Now picture this, a spa but make it nautical. Welcome to Be Well Boats by Floating Needs. We're not just boats, we're floating sanctuaries of bliss. Drift away your worries with a massage while cruising the coastline. Choose from dockside, open water, or beachfront wellness experiences. Aromatherapy, hot stone massages, henna, scalp treatments. We're redefining relaxation. Why settle for ordinary when you can float to extraordinary? Perfect for birthdays, anniversaries, bridal parties, even waterfront weddings. Located at Canton Waterfront, Baltimore. Ready for your aquatic escape? Call 844-727-BOAT or visit floatingneeds.com. Your relaxation awaits.
Shipping nightmares? Not anymore. Let me spill the tea on stress-free international shipping. Jay's Hassle-Free International is the game changer you've been waiting for. Air, ocean, Caribbean, Dominican Republic. They've got it all covered. And those special rates? Absolutely amazing. Full container or just a corner, their prices will make your wallet do a happy dance. No more headaches over complicated shipping. Just call the shipper lady at 443-927-5816 and watch your worries vanish. Trust me, once you try Jay's Hassle-Free International, you'll wonder how you ever lived without them. Wave goodbye to shipping stress and hello to smooth sailing. Serving Pennsylvania, Delaware, and the DMV. Remember that number, 443-927-5816. Your stress-free shipping journey starts now.
Tired of coming home to a mess? Sick of your office looking like a disaster zone? Say hello to MNS Pro Clean LLC. We're not just cleaners, we're mess-busting superheroes. From stubborn stains to dusty corners, we tackle it all. Our team swoops in with eco-friendly products and state-of-the-art equipment, leaving your space spotless. Whether it's your cozy apartment or bustling office, we've got you covered. No job too big, no grime too tough. Imagine walking into a sparkling clean space without lifting a finger. That's the MNS Pro Clean Magic. Don't waste another minute scrubbing. Call us now, 443-509-9418, and experience the Pro Clean difference. Your future self will thank you. MNS Pro Clean, where cleanliness meets excellence.
And that's just how it is. I mean, I let Cher take that part. That's something that sometimes she and I go back and forth over that.
Okay.
Just,
All right, Cher.
So in terms of what we look for in artists, we look for a lot of different things in addition to what Sid already mentioned, but we also listen. Are you respectful? Because you can pretty much tell if an artist is respectful, because at the end of the day, that artist is representing themselves, but they also represent an EAS Entertainment group. So we don't want a disrespectful artist to go into a space, because at the end of the day, if something happens, they're not going to say the artist by name.
Yes.
They're going to say Joe Blow. They're going to say the EAS Entertainment Group artist. Want to make sure we protect our brand, and we do want to protect the artist brand. So in our consultations, we also let the artist know that's something we look for. We provide the respect to you, and we expect you to have that respect, not just for us, but for yourself as well. And so we look for that respect, because you can, and Sid mentioned, we might not totally agree at times on this part of it, but you can sing how good, or you can be such a great entertainer. But if you have a bad attitude, I'm not interested. I'm just not interested. You can see, I'm not saying that Mario had a bad attitude, but you can see what happened recently here, how he told person get off stage and it went viral and people are really chewing him out for it. One of our artists going to do that, I wouldn't like it either. I mean, Mario, he's a great singer and entertainer, and I love him. But in that moment, I'm not sure what happened, if the details didn't get to him. This camera guy was going to be on stage. But for me, that's very important, because I try to respect people. I believe people should respect me, and in this case, EAS leadership, because at the end of what we do, we really go hard for our artists 100%.
Yeah.
Enough step. And so many people we speak with within the entertainment space, they admire that about us, because many management teams, quote unquote, have not to talk about anybody else, but that's based on the feedback we get from people in the industry and artists who come to us. They might have been managed elsewhere, and they give us the feedback. So not so much to compare ourselves, but just we're confident in what we do and the process we have in place. So I know you guys mentioned about arrogance with artists.
Yes.
Sometimes we can talk with them and bring them down and let them see, listen, you can get to certain places, but you're gonna have to listen. But the other part to that is that if you know everything and you're that arrogant, you don't need us. So you keep moving and we'll keep moving. We go separate ways. So that is something that we really said to artists, you don't need us. What do you need us for? Because you're hearing that arrogance coming through. And in order to learn and in order to succeed and progress, you have to have a level of humility.
Yep.
And humility doesn't mean dumbing down yourself. Humility means being open, being humble enough that if you hear something that you know that can benefit you, you acknowledge it and then you implement it, versus beating your chest that you know everything. We don't know everything. No one does, really, So I would say that I hope I answered the questions, but that's good.
No, did a very good job. And once again, I myself as a DJ, I'm giving myself a shameless plug. I host events and so forth. So I'm in the market for looking for a management team. But that being said, shameless plug. That being said, yeah, in the business, man, people have to like you. I don't care how talented you are and think you're the best thing in sliced bread. Seriously, there are some people or some company promote whatever. They don't care how good or talented you are. They just don't want to deal with your attitude, or they just don't want to deal with that certain energy, And I've seen this before.
I want to interject before you go further, if it's okay.
Of course.
When it comes to relationship building, that's something as well that we really take seriously. And so we also look to see and encourage the artists to do that relationship building and networking. And so we've grown a lot. Sid will attest, we've grown a lot of relationships throughout the time we've been in existence. And we've seen how those relationships we've met someone when we just started to now. And we've seen that we can just reach back out and either offer something to that person, or they might be able to offer something back to us. And it's really, I just want to make sure that people understand that no man is an island. That's something I've learned growing up, and many of you have heard the term. No man is an island. And my grandmother always say, one hand doesn't clap, right? You take two hands to clap. You never clap with one. And so that means we need each other. And I believe when we come from that perspective of needing each other, then I think things will go a lot better for businesses and for people and for artists, because we're talking artists here, right? Artist management. And so relationship building is really something that we take seriously. And so I just wanted to mention that before we go further.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about some of the artists that you guys manage. I had the opportunity to interview some of them in the past. I know Miss Gavi, am I correct? Miss Gavi, right?
Gavri.
Miss Gavri, yes. I've seen she release a new video and doing some big projects here in the DMV. So I wanted to touch base with some of the artists that you currently manage, and what's the different genres and so forth.
Miss Gavri, she was actually our first artist that we signed.
Okay.
So she basically is I guess they usually have like the lady of the label. So she like the lady of the management company. She's the first female artist signed.
Okay. She's like a auntie.
She has been growing since we had been working together. She was already doing stuff already. She was already affiliated with a band when I first met her.
Okay.
She was doing her thing already, and she had I guess took like a little break. And once we actually started talking to her, she believed in what we was doing. We believed in what she was doing, and we started to work together. And we signed. I think she's been with us like 3 years now.
Okay.
Two
2 years. So it's going on 3. So it's actually it's been working. Numbers been going up. She been getting a lot of people. A lot of people been reaching out to her, not just the DMV.
Yeah.
People been reaching out for her, like in Atlanta and LA, Florida. So people have been reaching out to her since she's been partnered up with EAS. It's a great thing. Cher, you would like to add?
Yes, Ms. Gavri, she's one of our artists, and when we started back in 2020, we started in 2020, but actually launched in 2022 because the pandemic, had hit and the world was shut down. So we launched in 2022 with a talent extravaganza at the Bowie Center for Performing Arts, and Ms. Gavri was one of the artists. She actually third place because it was a competition. We had auditions for over 100 people auditioned, submitted their auditions because again it was the shutdown, so we did virtual auditions.
Okay.
We dwindled it down to 12, and then eventually
If I may pause, so the auditions were like an American Idol type format where people come and sing, or they would submit their material.
Submitted their material and we reviewed it.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
That's going to come soon. What you just said, that's going to come soon. Because people been asking us.
I want to be one of the panel.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm glad you asked that, because I was going to bring this up to you too. We Sharon that puts on like a critique that we could we do put on like a show, and we critique our artists, but we don't do it. We have other people come out and critique.
All right, good. Yeah, I'm serious. I definitely want to. And guys know like to be funny, and I'm serious. I'm not here to clong anybody, but I do have a eye for talent.
No.
Okay, that's great. So this, I guess everybody hear this. Right? This is gonna be everybody gonna be listening. So you're gonna be one of our judges.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll let you know ahead of time and hoping that it lines up so that you could be a judge to critique these artists, because I don't do it. Cher don't do it. We don't want to make it seem like it's kind of like biased. So somebody who don't know them, they don't know each other. So it works better that.
Right. Thank you. Going back to Discovery, she came third, and that's when she made the decision to sign with us to manage her. And we had Sid and I sat in their kitchen and talked through the contract and all of that with her mom and her, and they asked questions, we asked questions, very pointed questions, and make sure that this was the decision. This is how they wanted to go forward. So as Sid said, she's gained a lot of attention since, and she would tell you that she has grown tremendously. We, like I mentioned, we have weekly meetings. She's requested more than one time that we have meetings with her more regularly than weekly.
I said that's great. Ambition. That's what you want from your artist.
Yes, and so we believe, as Sid said, she has been the first, and we believe that she's going places. We know she's going places based on the different strategies and different things. She's a go-getter, and so she would, she went out to BT a couple times, 2 years in a row, and because this is something she saved up her funds and all of that. That's the thing. We don't fund artists. So anybody listening, that's not something we do. We do help artists, do different things, but that's on our own. Fund artists. That's not part of our management structure. We're not a label. That's one of our artists. We also have another artist called Tokyo Ya. He does Afro beats. He's another amazing artist. He's been with us only a little over 1 year.
Okay.
Yes, and he's been making waves as well. He's growing in terms of more and more eyes are getting on him, and that's something very important to us. They're not being an artist for us. It's for the world, right? They want their music get to the world. So that's the second artist we have, and then we also go ahead.
I just want to add that when you said he's from Africa, I don't remember her. He's from Ghana too. Ghana,
yeah.
So that's something that I always try to make sure we put that out there. So one of our, I guess, Ghanaian artists rise.
We also have recently signed 2 other artists, and we have 2 in the pipeline that we're waiting to see how that goes. 2 other artists we just saw. Sorry? The 2 other artists we have, one is Guitar Music Boy, who is also near and dear to us. He is he's autistic. He's on the spectrum. And very talented guitarist. He's like the Jimi Hendrix reincarnate. People tell me that all the time.
Wow.
He's very talented. They're in New York, and as he's also in New York, but they travel like just the same as the DMV artists travel to New York and other places. He would travel here or to other places if needed. And so he is going to be doing, really big things. We're excited about where we see his career going.
Yeah.
He has a very supportive mom that she would drive to, as we say in Trinidad, that she will drive anywhere if she has to get there to perform, because she's really 100% behind her son. And that's something we admire about a lot of the artists we have. Their family. They have like family who's rooted, like even Miss Gavry, her mom comes to most of her performances. 1999 and Guitar Music Boy, his mother, same thing. Well, she comes 100% because she drives him to wherever. Also, we have this signed also Sheeta X.
Okay.
She's an American-born artist, but Jamaican roots, and so she's dancehall. And we're really excited to see where she goes as well, because she's one who as we're just getting into onboarding her and everything, we see that she's ready to suck up all the information and to follow our lead. And
Okay.
once we follow our lead, we know that they're going places. But she's hit some big stages herself. She the ex open for people like Movado and Shensi, and that's pretty good. But she knows that she needs help. She said she needs help. And most artists, the truth be told, they need help. Again, we spoke about the arrogance and so forth already. But she the ex, we know that she'll go places, great voice as well, and in the dance space. Many of our artists do many different genres. So does Miss Gavry, she the ex, even Tokyo Ya. But when they come to us, we try to see what fits best and let them grow in that area before they transition and be doing all the different genres. Right now, only one of our artists does different genres because people request different genres from her constantly, and she delivers, But we try to make the artist more focused as much as possible so that, that can grow traction and then they go further. We do not believe in quantity. We believe in quality. And because of that, he can have, as Sid would tell you, we can have just one artist and we'll be good with that. It's not like when we meet people and have conversations, they always say, oh, I know this artist, I recommend them to you. We're polite about it, but we're not looking for any artists. I'm not trying to be arrogant about this, but we're just not looking for artists.
It's a lot because my mind, when you mentioned that, this kind of went back to my last visit to Jamaica, and much love to all artists in Jamaica, my Jamaican family. But it seems like when in Jamaica, it seems like everybody's an artist, man. But continue.
Yeah, no. So no, basically we don't go looking for artists. A lot of people request consultations after we lay out what they figure they might not be a fit, or we figure they might not be a fit.
Yeah.
Or we maybe in the future or so. So if the other two artists that works out, that's it. We're not taking anybody else, because we want to be able to grant that individual attention which each artist deserve. We don't want to just have a ton of artists and nothing is being done with anybody.
I like that, man, because I'm always curious when I talk to a manager, and sometimes I might ask, or so then they may even tell me, I say, do you guys manage anybody else? And then they come with a long list, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, how did they decide which artists to give focus to? I'm always curious about that.
It's kind of hard. It's only sharing myself. It's only two of us, so it doesn't make sense to have 10 artists. It's only two of us. That's why it's all about quality. It's not about quantity. Said, that one artist. That one artist get all our attention, and that one artist, that door could open up for that one artist because we'd be able to put the artist in the place that they need to be, opposed to having 10 artists.
Yeah.
And then you might have some friction among the artists anyway, because some artists might feel that this artist get more attention than me.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. So it'll be a problem. So we know those. We know those things. So it doesn't work for us like that. A lot of times, like Cher said, artists do reach out, send us DM that they would like to be managed. And there's a lot of people wants to partner up with EAS too. As we speak now, people constantly wants to partner up with us. I guess they see something that is missing. That they need. So I mean, it's great. I mean, see what happens, Doors is always open. Close the doors, it's always open.
What's a typical contract look like?
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you start this one since I've been leaving. Yes, yeah.
No, I'll just say that the typical contract is usually for 1 year. And of course, for confidentiality reasons, some of the other things we would talk to you about offline, but it's usually a 1 year contract. And that we do.
I was thinking it'd be longer than a year. A year seems short to do one in 12 months.
Yes, that is absolutely the truth. But it also does something for both parties. What that does is tell us, do we want to continue working with that person, or that person do they want to continue working with us?
That is true.
We've seen progress because we set goals. We make sure that their goals, we ask them to give us their goals, and then we make them into SMART goals if they are not already SMART goals, and I mean the acronym SMART, and then we hold them accountable. So within that time period, we do 3, 6, 9, and 12-month goals.
Okay.
And within that period, if they see the traction, obviously they'll want to continue doing what they're doing with us. But if there is nothing, because it works both ways, because they can set goals, we can hold them accountable all we want, but if it's not done, we can force them to do it, basically. And so that contract, we feel that timing is a good gauge as to whether they want to continue or we want to continue with them. And so that's part of it. We also put in a lot of information that will make sure we draw the line as to what our role is, what their role is, and what we're allowed to do, what they're allowed to do, etc. Things along that line. So that's.
I mean, we did thought about the 2-year contract, but said, you know what, let's just keep it at the 1 year. And not only that, during that 1 year, we do like a 3 to 6 month evaluation.
Okay.
Because now we want to see what did we do, what are they doing.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't make sense within those 6 months, we're gonna have to reevaluate what we've been doing and change up the game plan. So now we got the next 6 months. If it's still not doing what we need to be doing, we just probably have to separate.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, I think maybe 18 months might be something.
Let me see. Are you trying to negotiate a contract? Well, let me tell you, there are quite a number of other DJs who have approached us, and we do have close relationships with other DJs as well. Really they love us, we love them, and we, call on them all the time. So we can put you on the roster too.
Don't forget the television personality too. Remember him?
Yes, yeah.
He wanted us to manage him too. Somebody who already doing big things out there.
That's good.
He wanted to manage it. He just loved what we was doing.
Yes, and he said to us, because we asked the question, well, what do you need from us? I mean, you know this. And he said, you guys have something that I need. I need. And so we appreciate that, and take it as a compliment.
Yeah. I'm sure you mentioned the acronym SMART previously. Can you elaborate on that for me?
Absolutely. So the goals, a lot of times we say, I want to lose 10 pounds. 10 is specific or measurable as well. So SMART is just an acronym. So S, your goal must be specific.
Yes.
M, it must be measurable. The A, it must be attainable. The R, it must be, what's R? I can't remember the R right now, but I'll tell you in a second. The T is time bound. You must have a time. So you can't you could, but you really don't have anything to go by.
Yeah.
Really. And so you have to be specific. So, all right, I want to lose weight in 10 pounds. When? By when? 5 years? Yeah, that's possible. But if it's 6 months, then you want it to be attainable. Right? If you want to lose 10 pounds in 6 months, it's attainable. 10 is specific. It's time bound. 6 months. It's measurable. You can measure within the first month, did you lose a pound or not?
Yeah.
So on. So it must be, we ask them to give their goals. We don't say anything about SMART. And when we sit together and review the goals, if we see elements of SMART missing, we insert it.
Yeah.
Together. Right? So that's basically what it is.
Wow. I love it. Very, very, man. I'm speechless. I'm ready. Let's make it happen.
And the R in SMART I didn't mention is relevant. It must be relevant.
It must be relevant.
Yes.
It makes sense, pretty much. Makes sense. All right, guys. At this point, so there's a part of the podcast that I usually do. It's called 2,000 Questions About Me. So I'm not going to ask you 2,000 questions, but it's an actual book that I bought a couple of years ago.
Nice.
And to be honest with you, I never really told the backstory, but I was actually, my daughter loves, is it five? Black people call it 5 and below, but it's 5 and anyway, was at the store and I saw this book that was $5, and it was pretty interesting. 2,000 Questions About Me, and I brought this book and I had it on my bookshelf for years until one day I was sitting down in my study area and I took it out and I said, you know what, I'm going to incorporate this book in my podcast, and here we are. So pretty much out of 2,000 questions, I'm going to have either one of you pick a number from 1 to 2,000. The number that you pick is going to be the it's going to be the question that's going to be asked.
Yeah. Okay.
Ladies first. Sure.
So I'll go with 4. Number 4.
Man, that's real simple. 4?
Yes.
All right. So let's see. Number 4. What is your greatest extravagance? What is your greatest extravagance?
My greatest extravagance, I would like to say, is helping others. to the point that someone calls me Save the World Share. I don't believe that I go out and try to save the world.
Yeah.
But if I'm sitting with you and you tell me you have a headache, I'm already in the zone of trying to figure out where can I find a pill for you.
Yeah.
Sometimes if Sid is wrong, he'll say, all right, stay out of it. So it's not like I'm trying to be in everything, but it's more so I see the opportunity, and I think I call it an extravagance because sometimes I know, yes, I should really stay out of it, but it's like this thing in me, like, let me see if I can assist, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so I would call it an extravagance for that reason, because there are times that, you really need to step back and maybe that person going to figure out their headache on their own.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Makes sense. I'm going to give you opportunity to. Do you want to ask a bonus question? You want another shot at it?
Sure.
Pick a number from 1 to 2,000.
1 to 2,000?
Yes.
11.99.
Wow. You're gonna put me to 11.99. That's an interesting number. 11.99. I just saw it. Here we go. All right. In your opinion, what's the best thing since sliced bread?
Well, there are a few best things since sliced bread. I know you say not the best person, so I'll leave that out. So let's see. The best thing since sliced bread would be, I don't even know when sliced bread came around, but okay. Well, the 40s is way before my time, but okay, let's see. The best thing since sliced bread, I know what you're saying. There's so many best things, like I said. So I was going to say one thing, but I'm like, no, that's not the best thing. And everything have their pros and cons to it. But I would say I love writing.
Okay.
So I feel like the best thing since sliced bread would be one of those programs that is built to make sure writing is better. There is one out there. Grammarly is one of the things. AI is cool, but I'm talking Grammarly is one of the things, because for me, when somebody sends me something that is written and I start, in my mind, goes into edit. Some people are, very receptive, and others are like, they want their thing with a bad spelling and bad grammar and everything else. So I think the best thing since sliced bread is not for me to do that, but let Grammarly help you. You know what I mean? That's
okay. Makes sense. Hi, Mr. Sid. You up? You next, man. Give me a number from 1 to 2,000.
My number is low, so it's actually number 5.
Number 5.
Yes.
All right. What is your current state of mind? What is your current state of mind?
Current state of mind.
Yeah.
Happy share? You love that one?
I would love that one.
You want to switch?
No.
My current state of mind, as we speak now, I'm very excited with 2026. What it's going to bring to me. I'd like to end 2025 on a great note. That's my current state of mind, to end this with a great and positive note. Going to the new year and elevating not only EAS, myself, and everybody who are around me, people who I touch, to help elevate them to the next level. Because in order for me to become successful, EAS to become successful, I got to make sure somebody else get there first.
Yeah.
I got to help them get successful. I want to make sure they get there, and once they're able to reach their goal, and then I'll be able to reach my goal.
I like that. You want a bonus question?
Let's go for it.
All right. Give me a number from 1. It sounds like a game show, but give me a 2,000.
Okay. 444.
444. You must be a Jay-Z fan, man.
Spiritual numbers.
All right. 444. 444. Okay, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Have you ever carried a torch for someone? Have you ever carried a torch for someone? And I think that can be taken in many different ways. But have you ever carried a torch for someone?
Pass the torch. It's more like me passing the torch.
Carried a torch for someone.
Have I ever carried a torch for someone? I can say yes, I have actually.
Yeah.
I have carried the torch.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say my son actually. I carried the torch for him. And I'm gonna use this entertainment, use that because it was something that I wanted to do first.
Yeah.
Before he was actually born, actually. It was something I was already doing.
Yeah.
And then once I guess we gave birth to him, and that torch I was able to carry for him. Now he's an artist now.
Okay, nice.
So he's an artist. So he kind of elevate the game.
Yeah.
I used to do a lot of freestyle. He
Mhm.
writes his music. He writes
Yeah.
his music. And I went to film school.
Okay.
And he actually
Yeah.
graduated with a degree with
Yeah.
film. So it kind of like, oh, it's like, okay, that's like a little mini me.
Yeah.
So actually, I guess I could say Dad carries the torch for that. I hope I answered that.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
I said, I hope I answered that question.
No. See, this is the one part of the podcast I really enjoy because I don't know the question that's going to be asked. That is the interviewee, and a lot of times it pretty much sparks
Yes.
a conversation that most people don't really think about on a daily basis.
I might have to get that book. I actually like that because
Yeah.
now it gives you a chance to actually think on the spot. If we could use that same book for our artists.
Artists, yes, I was thinking of that. Yeah.
And you know what? That's a good point. Interview preparation. Yeah. Yeah, I'll send you guys a snapshot of the book, but I definitely enjoyed the book. I've never read the book or run through the questions from 1 to 2,000. People have asked me in the past during the interview, they say, how we know that you didn't really have I say, I have no clue. That's why I love the video. I can actually show you that it's an actual book. I'm not making it up.
Right, yes.
All right, guys. So at this point, man, I'm going to open up the floor for any last statements that you guys, may want to, make before you wrap it up.
Can you share?
I do. I just want to, of course, talk to anybody out there who is an artist. And when I say artist, I mean artists, the full spectrum of artists, not just performers in terms of vocalists or rappers, guitar instrumentalists, but also poets. I'm referring to poets, dancers, models, DJs, the whole. I just want to say to each artist out there is that if you've been doing this and you've been doing it for, let's say, 10 years, as we said earlier, and nothing is going in the direction that you wanted to go, get help, is what
Yes.
I would say. Get help. No man is an island, so get help. It's okay to get help. It's okay to ask for help. That help look like different, take on different forms. It could be a matter of going to take a course. It can be management. Seek out management, not necessarily EAS, but management. Do a short course. Look at people who have done what you're trying to do and go ahead and look at that. Follow their journey from A to B. Do the research that's necessary because there's no point doing something and 10 years has passed. That's time. And the thing is, we never get time back.
Yeah.
So back on this earth and do the due diligence in your craft and what you're trying to do and get to where you're trying to go. Also want to say thank you very much, Alonzo, for having us on. We truly appreciate that. And we just want to continue spreading the word about EAS Entertainment Group and our artists. And I love everyone. I just want you win. That's
Nice.
it.
Nice. Sid?
Well, just want to say thank you for having us. We appreciate what you're doing. We love what you're doing. And now we met a new person who we can actually come together and maybe create history together. Thank you for actually being a part of our I guess our critique was time to critique these artists and different things like different things that's for the entertainment. So we appreciate it, and I'm blessed to be here too. So I kind of actually enjoy this.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. How can people get in contact with you guys? The social media, your contact and website and so forth.
Well, yeah, we all over social media, IG, what else? YouTube, TikTok, and the number you could tell them for the number, share. So that's one thing. I'm not good with numbers. Share good with the telephone number. I have to look it up on my phone.
Sure. The telephone number is 347-927-1353. 47927-1353. That's our business line. And we both get access to that line. So either of us could be responding to you or picking up the phone. In addition, our social media handle on all platforms is at EAS Entertainment Group. It's pretty simple. At EAS Entertainment Group. We're on LinkedIn, TikTok, IG, all of it, as Sid mentioned. And our website is easentertainmentgroup.com. easentertainmentgroup.com. We also have, we neglected to say, we have a magazine, but we've been switching platform to, and so that's on pause, but we will be getting that back up and running very soon. So that magazine, once that's up and running, we will have it on our social media page with how to access it.
Nice. And that number was 347-927-1253?
53.
Oh, 1353. Okay.
Yes.
All right. It definitely will be added in the description as well.
Thank you.
All right, guys, man. Once again, thank you so much. Much appreciation. I wish you guys, not wish you guys. I don't want to say wish. I don't sound right. I want to give you guys my energy of much success moving forward.
Thank you.
I'm so happy and proud of you. And I love the fact that you guys actually doing something that you're passionate about and you really get into the industry and doing things that you really, really, your heart is in the right place. And yeah, with that, man, much success. And I'll definitely be reaching out.
Yes. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
And that's a wrap on another episode of AlonzoBash Podcast. If you're loving the content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Your reviews mean the world to us, so take a moment to leave one if you can. It really helps us grow and reach more awesome listeners like you. Speaking of awesome, share this podcast with your friends and family. Now here's a little treat for you. Use the code BASH for 10% off your next purchase from any of our amazing sponsors. You can find their details in our episode descriptions. Until next time, as Alonzo would say, stay focused on your goals and dreams. See you on the next episode.
How can you leave with the clothes on the door? How can you say that I ain't tell you why? And all that you do, you was making me cry. I'm screaming, pleading, I'm holding you down for no reason. Scheming, I'm bleeding, I'm tired of your games and I'm leaving. Stop, cause where you been coming from? Caught you in your tracks, boy, you playing me silly dumb. Really? You could have been honest, cause I'm better by myself, but we could have been done this. News pleasure. Did they tell you I move fast? I lie like I don't see you. Take my time when I walk past you. Chooser, you snooze and you loser. I'll never get my time back. I should sue ya. Down bad, yo. Down bad, yo. Down bad, yo. Down bad. How can you see when it rains and it pours? How can you leave with the clothes on the door? How can you say that I ain't tell you why? And all that you do, you was making me cry. I'm screaming, pleading, I'm holding you down for no reason. Scheming, I'm bleeding, I'm tired of your games and I'm leaving. I've been watching what you do. Yourself, destroyed my mental health. So I'ma leave you where you had me messed up bad. But you can't help yourself, destroy my mental health. So I'ma leave you where you had me messed up bad. Down bad, yo. Down bad, yo. Down bad, yo. Tell you why, and all that you do, you was making me cry. I'm screaming, pleading, I'm holding you down for no reason. Scheming, I'm bleeding, I'm tired of your games and I'm leaving. Stop, I'm leaving, I'm tired of your games and I'm leaving. Scheming, I'm bleeding, I'm tired of your games and I'm leaving.